Yesterday we spoke about the horses on the other side of the fence. Today we had the dogs barking. And when you get close to that fence, boy, they will really start barking. And so the question is, how close do you want to get? They do a great job. And when you do cross over on the other side, they're extremely friendly. But that leads us to our devotional today. How close do you want to get? Now, the question is, how close do you want to get to God, or how close do you want to get to sin? I've had people ask me in the past, they'll say, how far is too far when they're talking about sin? And you're already too far. If what you're attempting to do is veer from God, then you're already too far. Today, we have an example of two individuals that exhibit this. One has a zeal for God, and the other has a focus on self. Now, this is birthed out of the fact that we have a free will, and we have a choice to either approach God and get as close as we possibly can, or to stray from Him. Now, yesterday, we were talking about Balaam and how he was on top of the mountain, and Balak was trying to get him to pronounce a curse on the people of Israel. God was up here, and God was really protecting Israel while Israel was down in the valley. Now, this is what it says in Numbers 25, verse 1. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. Now, when you continue to read this, what you're going to find is there was a guy named Zimri, and he was committing whoredoms with a Moabite woman. In fact, what we see is that he was so proud about it that he just marched right in the presence of Moses. He had just tremendous amount of pride and arrogance. He was brazen, as it were. And then we see that there was a gentleman by the name of Phineas, and he was caught up with the zeal of the Lord, and he took care of the situation. I would encourage you to read it and take a look at it. Most people today do not want to face their current situation where it is. They stay in a state of distraction. They're not really aware or cognizant because they don't want to be. Tonight, I would encourage you to, if you're in the Clovis area, come to 854 North Fowler. We're going to be talking about this subject, and we're going to talk about how Blaise Pascal acknowledged this, saw this, and what the proper response is. We need to have a zeal for God. And just like those dogs, we're kind of awake to the situation. We need to be awake to what's going on now. Thank you so much for tuning in. May God truly bless you.